It feels a little early to be talking about promotion, but things couldn't be any more straightforward. Win, and they will do it. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again... There's the shot! Goal! Barcelona! His joy, his goal! He steals the moment. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one? Or
takes a shot! He's missed, but not by that far. Kane, clearly the target here.
Well, I can imagine it's going to be quite a scramble for the ball, but we know who has the magnetic impact.
Diogo Dalot, here's on Kane! Chance again? No.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Valverde. Now it's Messi. Out to the right. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Mbappe. Now it's Kane. Kane! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Mbappe. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Messi!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Shot a goal! It's fallen kindly here. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
Turns back here, probably the best option. And here's Kane. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Oh, and a chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
A case now of complete control.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now he's off and running. Mbappe. Now it's Kane. Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And he welcomes it in. And the shot! Sticks it away! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oyarzabal. Fernandez. And the counter is on. Messi. And it's Dallo. Now it's Kane. Jimenez wins the duel this time. Messi gets a foot in here. Ball is over the line. And it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Messi. Now it's Kane. Kane proves just a little bit too strong. Alexander-Arnold. Caught offside that time. And it's Son Heung-min. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Mbappe carries the ball down the right. Mikel Oyarzabal. Now it's Messi. And he was quick to react. Messi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Mikel Oyarzabal. And this is Messi. Now it's Valverde. And he's running through. Caicedo. He's found a way through. And a shot! And he's missed it.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Fernandez. Jimenez. Now Mbappe. Messi. And here's Kane. Oh, he's bustling through here. Valverde. And it's half-time here. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Barcelona really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Barcelona pretty much out of sight here. It really has been a one-sided game so far. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. Valverde. Now it's Kane. He's found a way past. That's very neat. Now there's a fine ball. Decent chance! And he steered it beyond the post.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Messi. And it's Son Heung-min. Caicedo. It's not an especially good pass, that. Now it's Kane. And that's put paid to a promising move. Camavinga does really well to win the ball there. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Messi had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
He has found the way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Now it's Messi. Fernandes. Akanji cuts it out. Now it's Messi. Fernandes. Mbappe. Akanji calmly anticipates. Son Heung-min. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Camavinga. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Camavinga. Now it's Son Heung-min. He is through here. Fernandes looking to penetrate opposition lines.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's picked his way through. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Now it's Kane. Jimenez. Mikel Oyarzabal. And it's Caicedo. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And the shot's on here. And he shoots! It's in! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. That's a good foot in there. Now it's Messi. And he's well positioned. He's had a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Barcelona are looking all but promoted. They can see the greener grass that is beyond the finish line.
They've been brilliant here, Peter. A thoroughly professional performance. And if things do indeed stay as they are, it's richly deserved.
He's found a way through. He's taking on the lot of them. And it's Caicedo. Into the last 5 minutes. Now it's Kane. And here's Messi. And this is Kane. Now it's Messi. Spread it left. Now it's Grealish. Oh, sweet feet. Cross flung in towards the middle.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Nice interception, well timed. Messi. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Now that's well seen too. And that's it. Barcelona are going up, and now they can dream. And after all of that, Jim, what do you think? Well, nothing beats the feeling of getting promoted. The hard work already done, the team can set out to enjoy this game and bask in the adulation of their adoring fans. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Real chance! Goal! Barcelona! The ideal start!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
The goal scorer for they forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. That's good running with the ball. Engages and forces him off the ball. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Now it's Luis Araujo. He was under real pressure there. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Mbappe, Kane, and it's Camavinga. Now it's Kane. Jimenez to Messi. And that's a goal kick. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely aimed pass. Fernandez. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And here's Kane. Over to the left, played back in. Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's made its way to him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now, what about a counter-attack? He's shifting through the gears here. And it's Messi. And now the breakaway. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's picked his way through. Great ball, and he's in here. Chance for a shot! He scores! And this is getting better and better. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Diogo Dalot. Now it's Kane. Camavinga gets a foot in here. Now it's Kane. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Messi. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Luis Araujo.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Grealish. Grealish. And it's been given away. Camavinga. And it's Messi. Oh, good spread.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
It's a good run down the right. And this is Kane. Fernandes. And the shot! Yes! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, Red, nice interception.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Akanji goes on a run down the left wing. And here's Kane. He is through here. He's had a shot. Oh. In he goes again. It's in. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment.
And it's half-time here. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Barcelona really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Barcelona are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable. And we are back underway. Now it's goes for a shot! He's got a goal! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Fernandes takes control of it and he's on the move. Grealish. And he's being shifted off it. Luis Araujo.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Fernandes. Akanji. And here's Kane. Gets a good foot in there. And he has been fouled there. Quickly taken. Camavinga. Mbappe. Now it's Kane. Kane. Real chance here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
He's looking wide. Now it's Mbappe. And he's managed to get free. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Foot in. Fernandes does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Mbappe. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Fernandes. And it's Messi. Kane is being harried and hassled.
Well, he has to become a target. They've been too slow to recognise his influence.
Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Plenty on that.
Alexander-Arnold has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Alexander-Arnold. Jimenez. And the return pass. Messi, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Mbappe. That'll be a throw. He's got away. Mbappe. And he's intervened well there. Pressing high and with purpose. Grealish. Opts for safety. And Fernandes. Mbappe. And it's Fernandes. And here's Kane. Good ball, good chance! It's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
After 76 minutes,
Fernandes.
number 11.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Nicely spread. Back into the middle. That is ended up in no man's land. It's a really well-measured ball. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Luis Araujo. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And this is Kane. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, that's fabulous. That's been cut out. Well played. Camavinga goes steaming forward. Akanji, and it's with the keeper. Van Dijk. And Akanji. Akanji pokes it out wide. Now it's Mbappe. Stood up well to him there. The ball has bounced loose now. He has found the way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Quality ball. Now it's Luis Araujo.
2 added minutes has
Now
been
it's
indicated.
Luis Araujo. Grealish.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he was quick to react. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Barcelona can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. Barcelona get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring... And the shots! Goal! Barcelona! And that's got them off to a flyer!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Mbappe, played out towards the right wing. Good ball, good take. Chance for a shot! Sticks it away! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them.
Chance, surely! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's
Oh, shooting chance! Great football, shot and save.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. It's a good foot in there. What a start to the game we've had here. It's already looking like a one-sided contest. Messi. Now it's Kane. A lot chance! He scored! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
It's become a case of men against boys.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Camavinga. Oh, what a ball! He's free, he has got space. And that's too far for anyone. Koundé. And it's Messi. Diogo Dalot. It's Camavinga. Mbappe on a strong run down the right. Messi. And it's Fernandes. And here's Kane. Shot a goal! It's in! And with that, he takes home the match ball.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And this is Kane. Guerrero. Here's Goretzka. Kane gets into some space. And a chance! And he hits the net. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
De Bruyne. Grealish. And he's searching through. Now, real chance! No, it's wide.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Goretzka. Foden. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Kane. Out to the right. Akanji calmly anticipates. De Bruyne. In with the challenge. Camavinga takes control of it and he's on the move. Mbappe. And it's Fernandes. And it's made its way to him. Lovely ball and he takes a shot! He has done it! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Goretzka really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Passes short and sharp. Shoots! Oh, this looks sharp. Pass somewhat off target. Son Heung-min.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Van Dijk makes the interception. Guerrero. And it's Van Dijk. To Goretzka. And he's being shifted off it. Akanji. And we hit half-time. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Barcelona really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Barcelona utterly dominant in the first 45 minutes, scoring at will. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Akanji, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Grealish. Diogo Dalot. Camavinga. Great ball, and he's in here. And this is... And the shot! He's got a goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. Akanji. Foden. And this is Kane. Camavinga. And it's Grealish. And it's Fernandes. Oh, super ball. And this is Messi. Can he finish? Goal! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And no surprise, that's a booking.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Koundé. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Just eases him off the ball. Kane under intense pressure.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch on. It's a bit late now.
Messi ploughing through the middle. He's having a shot! They've done it! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Grealish. Well read, nice interception. Foden. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Pinches it off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through.
Alexander-Arnold.
Big chance! Not the most convincing of passes.
Diogo Dalot.
Now it's Fernandes. Kane. Very nicely done. Good spot, that.
And here's Grealish.
And this is Messi. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
And they win it back again. Now it's Kane. And this is Kane.
Foden.
And this is Kane.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Struck first time. He's put his foot right through that one.
Diogo Dalot clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Koundé.
For De Bruyne.
Caicedo. Messi. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Good running, strong and purposeful. And this is Kane. Fernandes on 2 now and looking for 3. And it's Camavinga. Not the most accurate pass. Oh no, what has happened here? And the finish! It's a goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Another one! This must be his personal high.
El dorsal 18.
Koundé. Fernandes going full tilt down the left. Oh, they could break here. Akanji gets across to intercept that.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Akanji. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Manchester United have it back and can go again. Akanji. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Grealish. Caicedo. Now it's Mbappe.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Played out wide. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponent.